We are live, yes. Hi ladies, welcome back to the channel. I am Nina. And of course, if you are new here, welcome. Welcome back to another live. So today I want to speak to the nice girls. So gather around, nice girls, if you consider yourself a nice girl, sweet girl, a girl that, I'm so nice. I'm so nice. Come through. If you're a recovering nice girl, put your hands up. This is a safe space. But safe as it is, we do have to address real issues. Okay? So in this video, I want to just get straight to the heart of the matter. Now I want us to talk about it, ladies. Are we really being nice as nice girls? What are we actually doing? So I want to share 4 points or 4 habits that nice girls have that are really not serving you. They're not serving your date. They're not serving your growth. They're not serving anybody. Okay? 4 big habits that I've picked up that nice girls exhibit that are just not helping them at all. And by the time this goes live, I will have also uploaded a reaction. I will actually have to remember to also link my TikTok down below so you guys can check out my reactions live on TikTok. Well, not really live, but you know what I mean, first on TikTok. And then I just kind of like to come on YouTube and expand on some of them because, I react and it's blind react. And then I sort of think like, okay, is this a thing? And some things, I'll be honest, also resonate with me in the sense that I am a recovering nice girl. So I know a lot of the things that I used to do that were not serving me. I know why I did them, so I'm able to easily see why other nice girls are doing the same thing. So I just want to get on here and just share on my little corner of the internet my little opinion, my little 2 cents about why being a nice girl is actually not helping anyone. It's not helping you, it's not helping the person that you are being nice to. Okay? So, are you being nice or are you just passive aggressive or are you manipulative? This video is going to be a little bit harsh, so buckle up, but we'll get through it, okay? So, number 1, you expect people to read your mind. So, let me just give you a little bit of background on this video that I reacted to so that we are all on the same page. And I'm pretty sure, as much as this young lady is going through whatever, evolution she's going through, we've all at some stage, in some form, gone through this stage of being nice. Okay? Nothing wrong with being a pleasant person, but being too nice in exchange for, loyalty, affection, all of that kind of stuff, that's a tricky one. And that's where a lot of women end up trapping themselves. Okay. So you expect people to read your mind. So this girl is going on a date, a home date. In her home, her parents are not home, and she initiated this date. She actually invited the guy over. It's not a first date, it's a 4th date, I think she said. But at the end of the day, this is someone that is not her boyfriend, is not committed to her in any kind of way, at the very least a boyfriend. They just are going on dates, and she's invited him over to stay the night, right? So she's invited him into her personal space, which also happens to be her parents' personal space. Okay, cool. And I mean, for me, first of all, I'm a big advocate for no home dates, no home dates unless you are in some sort of commitment. Don't go into a home date because so many things need to happen before you guys get into each other's personal spaces. So this is where things go wrong when you start putting the cart before the horse, right? So one, this girl, when this guy comes in, she's expecting the whole scenario to play out a certain way. She's expecting that he's going to let her show him around, let her settle him in, give him his little, set of towels, set of whatever, to make him comfortable, make him feel at home, and walk him through, the rules of the house, because every house has rules or what you can and cannot do and whatever, So she's expecting that he's going to kind of wait for her, or like he's tired, wherever he's coming from, I don't know. And that's the only thing that he was really focused on. He didn't care about a tour. He didn't care about the house rules. He didn't care about what she expected. He just made himself at home. And that's basically the background. And she gets upset that he's made himself so much at home and gone against her rules of how she was raised, that he has no idea because she hasn't communicated them, but we'll get to that in a minute. She's upset at like how he's carried himself, but not once does she actually communicate this to him, but she expects him to automatically know that this is her expectation, this is how she was raised, this is how she wants the scenario to play out, and now she's confused because it hasn't played out that way, right? So that's the background. Just check the video out. It will be the one before this. I'll literally post it after this live. By the time this goes live, that'll already be up. Okay. So, and I'll link it up. I'll come back and link it up somewhere over here. So you expect people to read your mind instead of actually saying what you're thinking. So the first thing was he didn't knock when, he arrived. He just walked in the front door, right? And instead of her saying, hold on, hi, don't you knock? It's a very simple, easy way of saying, excuse me, you know? And he would have had to account for why he acted that kind of way. It's not confrontational, it's not being mean, it's not being horrible, you're not chasing him out, but you're saying, hold on, and guys, just like anybody else in the world, just like children, just like animals, guys can understand and they can check themselves once you communicate a boundary. It's like all humans work like that, all sorts of species work like that, male and female, right? So, ladies, start saying what you're thinking. Initially, it's going to sound really harsh, and it may be really harsh because you're going from 0 to 100, you're forcing yourself to say whatever it is. But it's better to say it up front at the very first thing than to let things pile up and then you, boom, at the end, and everyone's like, wait, what? But you were fine all along, you know? It's very confusing. It's very confusing. Okay. So don't expect people to read your mind. Say what you're thinking. Just learn to say what you're thinking. Number two, you don't discuss your boundaries up front. And that's what I'm saying. If she had said, hold on, I would appreciate it if you had not. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, while we're on the topic, let me let you know what the rules are for this house. You need to take your shoes off. You need to use this set of towels. You need to use this bathroom. You need to walk like this. You need to not sleep over here. You need to, you know what I mean? I mean, it's just very simple. It may seem a little bit awkward because now you're just supposed to be in the mood or whatever. I don't know, child. I don't know what y'all are doing on home dates, to be quite frank. But at the end of the day, when everybody is on the same page and it's communicated in a very simple, easy, unemotional way, then everybody has a choice of I will respect your rules and be here and be a peaceful guest, or this is too much for me. I want to go rogue somewhere, so I'm going to leave here and go somewhere where I can do whatever I want. Either way, everybody is happy because you have your peace and harmony wherever you are, and he has his freedom if he chooses to go somewhere else to be himself or whatever, right? So you don't discuss anything up front. And even when things happen, you don't discuss them. You know, she found his shoes on her white carpet, his dirty shoes on her white carpet. She didn't say anything. She found that he had used her towels. She was grossed out by it, but he's going to spend the night. I don't get it. But, anyways, she saw that he was using her towel. She was grossed out by it. She didn't say anything about it. He was sleeping on a couch. She didn't like that. She didn't say anything about it. She didn't have any intention of honoring a commitment that she made to him to go to a wedding or whatever. She didn't say anything about it. So, ladies, if you're not communicating honestly, men just assume that you're fine. People just assume that you're fine. Like, children are a perfect example of this, right? Children, whether you're their parent, their guardian, their teacher, their auntie, whatever relationship you have with them, they will test your boundaries. They will push the envelope, right? They want to see how much you're going to say yes to. They want to see how far you can go, how much they can challenge you, how much they can get their way, whatever the thing is. That's what they're going to do. That's just how they're designed, naturally. People are like this. Animals are like this. I have a bunny, and he knows how to test some of my limits. He knows when there are things that I'm like, no, and he'll try and get away with it to see if I'm too tired to say no, or I didn't notice, was he slick enough, whatever the case might be. If you have a pet, if you have a child, if you interact with a human being, you know this. Humans will always test the boundaries, right? To see how far you're willing to go for that relationship or whatever, right? So if you're not able to communicate that, hey, no, you can't expect someone to know. They just assume that you're fine. Or they assume that even if you're not fine, if you're willing to put up with it, then you're a grown up. You have a decent mind. There must be a good reason why you're choosing to put up with this. It's fine. You're fine. They're not thinking, oh, she's so nice. I have to be nice back to her. Nope. They're thinking, oh, okay, she's fine. Cool. Can I get away with some more? Number 3, you avoid. What are you avoiding? Number 3, what are you avoiding? A lot of nice girls are avoiding conflict, are avoiding confrontation. Oh, I just want to keep the peace. Oh, I don't want to rock the boat. Oh, I don't want to upset him. Oh, I don't want to. Oh, it's not that important. It's not that deep, right? Are you avoiding confrontation and conflict, or are you avoiding learning how to communicate? Because the difference between communication, or, the difference between stating a boundary and confronting somebody or going and getting into conflict with somebody is simply how you communicate. If you wait for things to build up until you explode, which we all know you will, nice girls are the ones that explode. I wonder why. If you wait for all of that to build up, the only thing that's going to happen is confrontation and conflict. There's not going to be a middle ground. You're not going to be interested in what the person has to say. All you're going to know is, I've put up with da 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 long enough. You are ungrateful. You don't even notice. Da 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 da. And it's true, they don't notice because they just assumed that you're fine. Meanwhile, if someone does something, okay, maybe you let them get away with like one thing because you're not like just pouncing on everything wrong that they do, no problem. But the second time around, you're like, okay, hold up, listen, you did this. I thought maybe you were confused. I let it go. You're doing this right now. Let's talk about this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I would prefer if you did A, B, and C. Thank you so much. Now, the person has the option to either honor your request or not. And when you walk away, if they didn't honor your request, it's not because they didn't read your mind. It's because you clearly communicated, I prefer this. I don't like what you're offering me. Can you consider changing the options, please? Thanks. Once you've communicated that, you see a person's behavior towards you, their reaction, if they respect what you've said and take it into account, or if they communicate, I'm sorry, I can't meet you there, that's fine. If they completely go against what it is that you had requested, that's also fine. It's their choice. And then you have the option of, I'm good, I'm going to walk away, or whatever it is that you want to do. Right? Then it's fair. But you can't trick people in by pretending that you're okay, expecting them to sense that you're not okay, and then everybody's confused. It's confusing. And then number 4, you're judgmental. This is my favorite one because no one talks about how judgmental nice girls are. And nice girls are the most judgmental people on the face of this planet. Nice girls have this complex that they're nice, they're better than everybody else because they're nice. They should have the right to show, out how wrong and whatever, how other people are just less than them, and they're actually doing you a favor by being nice to you. They're actually doing you a favor. They're actually doing you a favor because in their eyes, you're not even worthy of just like, I don't even know how to articulate it. Okay, so they're judgmental, but at the same time, they want to be doormats. So, like, I don't get it. That's the part that confuses me. So, for example, this girl is saying this guy just walked in, just went straight to the bathroom, took a shower, just used all her stuff, just left his shoes everywhere, just put his dirty shoes on the clean white carpets where they don't wear shoes in the house. Like, oh, but maybe that's how he was raised. Oh, but it's fine, he can stay the night. But okay, it's fine, whatever. It's confusing. It's confusing because you're upset about it, so clearly it's a big deal. But you're saying, well, whatever, good luck to him, and making it a small, like, insignificant thing. It's confusing. Like, which one is it, sis? Like, are you mad or are you not? Remember like when your mom was like mad and she was just not in the mood to actually really discipline you, but she just kept that little cloud just hanging over your head. Like, don't get too excited. I'm thinking about what I'm about to do to you, you know. Sis, can we just get it over and done with already? Don't just be dragging this stuff. Just if you're gonna, you know, drag me to town, just drag me. Just drag me already. Like, why are we, huh? So nice girls kind of want to, like, you know, hang your little shortcomings over your head. Like now you have to run loops when I tell you to, because guess what? You're so low class that you walk on a white carpet with your dirty work shoes. I'm putting up with that. So guess what? You have to do whatever I say because I'm putting up with that. No, so it's just time to take off his shoes at the door. Hold on. You want to take a shower? I heard you. Hold on. Slow down. First things first, shoes. Thank you. Let me show you the facilities. I don't know why you're even doing home dates, ladies. Please stop. Please stop. And please stop initiating. Don't tell this man to come to your house. You don't lay down the foundational rules. And then you're like, I don't even want to see him again. He's just sleeping on my couch. Ew. Just don't let him come to your house in the first place. If he wants to see you, at least go for a coffee and a waffle. At least. I mean, I don't recommend coffee dates. I say this in a lot of my videos. I don't recommend coffee dates, but I would go on a coffee date way quicker than I would go on a house date. And you know what? I'm happy sitting in my house. So if I have to go to your house, I'll just sit in my house instead with my white carpet. Or if you have to come to my house, no, sir. No, sir. Mm-mm. Okay, so ladies, let us get our stuff together. Being a nice girl is not helping you. And if you are trying to date men that are better than you, or at least at your level, intellect, financial, emotional, whatever, you know, you want to be with somebody that's going to push you to be better and you push him to be better, right? You don't want to be with somebody, at least I don't want to be with somebody that is going to keep me complacent. And I don't want to be with somebody that is going to stay complacent for me. So if the people that you're dating are not willing to take it up a notch for you, with you, I don't want to say with you because nice girls are going to be like, oh, babe, it's fine. I'll pay for the date. Let's just do something nice. No. Uh, just stay at home by yourself, girl, or go out with your friends, take your mom out, like rather. But anyways, what I'm saying is if you're not with somebody that is going to make you better, because a lot of healthy men do upgrade their woman. If you're not with somebody that's going to make you better, then, you know, I wouldn't really put in that much effort. But if you're really going to put effort, don't be mad. Don't be sitting here complaining that, oh, this man, don't do that. Don't do that. You chose to accept or initiate this level of interaction. This is the territory that it comes with. And if you're not able to articulate your boundaries, people aren't going to know. People have different boundaries. You know, yes, we're all raised differently. We are all raised differently. I wasn't raised to take my shoes off in any household. I went through a period in my adult life where shoes were not allowed in my house. Absolutely. That was my own personal choice. And I was very clear in communicating that with people because I knew that that's not the norm for a lot of people. I didn't sit and say, how were people raised? No, I was aware enough to know that a lot of people don't have that same rule of shoes at the door. I had that rule. So I had to communicate it to people, and they had the choice of coming in or not coming in. And some people didn't ever come into my house because they never wanted to take off their shoes. I was okay with that. They were okay with that. You want to meet up? We have to meet up somewhere. Since you won't come to my house, since you won't take off your shoes, but you know that that's a requirement. You can't not communicate it and then be mad and then be passive aggressive and talk about like, oh, I don't know how people were raised. Babes, I wasn't raised to take off my shoes. So let's respect each other. Let's respect each other. I'm just being extra. But sorry, not sorry, but like for real. Ladies, let's try and be more communicative. Let us say what we're thinking. And if it means being a little bit mean in the beginning, it's fine. Men like mean girls anyway, so you're probably going to be better off than you are right now. And as you level up, you really want to be more careful also about who you let into your personal space. You're going to level up not just your looks. I talk a lot about how the level up spills over into money, business, career, opportunity. Once you level up, a lot of doors open up. A lot. People notice you. People want to work with you. People want to be around you. You'll find yourself living a very different life very quickly if you're smart about it. So you have to be very careful about who gets access to your personal space, because if anybody has that level of access to you, you're really putting yourself in harm's way, because people just aren't always what they seem to be. So just be extra careful. Stop going on home dates. If men are romantically interested in you, they will initiate and they will put in effort and they will put their money where their mouth is. And if you're leveling up and if you're on this channel and if you're subscribed, you know that those are the type of men that you want, because they will give you the type of romantic experience you desire. If you're happy with whatever y'all are having out there, cool. You don't even need to be in this chat. But if you're leveling up, let's do a little bit better than home dates, right? We can even start at coffee dates, girl. It's fine. It's fine. I'll accept. You know what? I'll accept coffee dates for the next 6 months. You have 6 months to get your coffee dates in. We're almost at the end of Feb, so until spring, okay? Till the 1st of September. I think that's an extra month. 7 months. No, it's actually 6 months. You have exactly 6 months to do your coffee date thing. It's winter. Well, here in the Southern Hemisphere, winter's coming through. So go ahead, get your coffee dates out your system. You have 6 months of grace. Do what you need to do. After 6 months, if you are leveling up with me on this channel, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear home dates. I don't even want to hear coffee dates. We'll talk about drinks and stuff like that. But get it out your system. And I'll see you in the next one.